Okay. Next, we have Ivar Fredrikstad.
Hello?
Hello. Please go ahead.
Hello, Council. My name is Ivar Fredrikstad, and I'm speaking before you today for proposing a new initiative for our city. It's no secret Redmond is growing, and I believe we must act now to prevent ourselves becoming another soulless conglomeration of condos and cheesecake factories like our neighbor Bellevue. While I once had a fantastic roller ski session through Bellevue Square with my uncle Steinar, it isn't the kind of city I want to live in. Growing up in this beautiful part of Washington, I've really come to appreciating everything our city has to offer. From my first kiss with Tegan Bixby in the Jamba Juice parking lot, to the time I got trashed on Viking Mead and floated down the Sammamish River in an old tire, I truly believe Redmond have helped form me into the person I am today. This is why I'm so disappointed to watch our city struggle to define itself in recent years. With the light rail arriving in 2024, Redmond will undoubtedly see an influx of both new residents and tourists. And I think if many of them were stepping off the train today, they'd have to asking themselves, where am I? Of course, we have a Jimmy John's, a Trader Joe's, and more model train shops per capita than any other mid-sized city in Washington. But where's the character? Our city is primarily known for two things, Microsoft and bicycles. But with Bill Gates' reputation in shambles and cyclists providing little more than traffic and pedestrian injuries in Marymore Park, I think it's time for something new. I left my homeland of Norway when I was 9 years old, but I've carried my culture with me. One of my fondest memories are the troll statues, which dot the country like a mystical constellation of feudal warlocks. They're often found guarding fjord lodges, lingonberry farms, and waffle cabins. In a country that are so divided by regional dialects, politics, and cross-country skiing techniques, the troll statues have a unique power in bringing the nation together. I'll never forget the night last summer I took a 50-milligram peach ring under the Kollen statue in Oslo and watched its jolly stone-carved face come to life. Over the next 3 hours, we shared a six-pack of IPAs and debated the deeper philosophical implications of Henrik Ibsen's literature. I woke up the next morning a changed man. I realized that, contrary to what my peers at Lake Washington High School always told me, I am actually capable of kicking back and getting spacey. But more importantly, I discovered the importance of belonging to something greater than yourself, be it a culture, a nation, religion, or city. This is why I am proposing a network of troll statues across Redmond to transforming our city into a beacon of culture and community in an increasingly impersonal world. Fact. There are more than 10 bridges in Redmond. That are a lot of open real estate. Now, our friends in Fremont have already demonstrating a proof of concept, so I believe we should immediately start construction of roughly 8 to 10 foot tall troll statues under every bridge, overpass, and viaduct in our city. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What will this cost? Well, in the year 1990, it cost roughly $20,000 to erect Seattle's Fremont Troll. Adjusting for inflation, this would be about $43,000 per unit today, though we must also accounting for bureaucracy and NIMBYs. So this would likely balloon the price to about $100K each. For a matrix of 10 trolls, this would only be about $1 million, which is just under half the price of the average single-family home in our city. Furthermore, I believe this project would easily paying for itself over the next 50 years. I heard that when the McDonald's in my hometown of Sandvika put up a poster of Joe Rogan 2 years ago, it quickly became the go-to hangout spot for the town's Conservative Party youth wing, so I'm thinking maybe they were onto something. What I am meaning is that the city will attract many more young professionals, causing housing prices to go up. This means more property tax revenue, and if you guys play your cards right, maybe even a raise for city officials. So what do you say? Are you ready to make Redmond into King County's most vibrant and dynamic community? Or are you content to watch us become Bellevue Square's northern subsidiary? 1,000 thanks for your time.
Thank you. Next, we have David Morton.
Gasoline-powered leaf blowers are noisy, negatively affect our health, and pollute our precious environment. Many are powered by two-stroke engines, which don't burn about 30% of their gas and oil fuel mix.